tonight to introduce to you one of literature's brightest lights.
Hip-hop basically saved my life. So at the time, hip-hop had been underground for a long time.
Which is to say that it is a process. When the words do flow out of me, I don't say they flow out of me, I would say they flow through me. The source is not within myself, although it is, as it is within all of ourselves.
He said, you wrote that. Where did it come from? I'm not fabricating shit off the top of my head, freestyling a anti-war song. I'm like, no, that actually came from a true experience.
Is here tonight, so please join me in welcoming Saul Williams.
On the road, introducing Chuck D.
The greatest Americans have not been born yet. They are waiting patiently for the past to die. Please give blood. Those crumbled tablets were to share a story with the burning bush. Where is that voice from nowhere to remind us that the holy ground we walk on, purified by native blood, has rooted trees whose fallen leaves now color code a sacred list of demands? Who among us can give translation of autumn hues to morning news? The anchor man thrown overboard has simply rooted us in history's repeating cycle, a nation in its Saturn years that won't acknowledge karma. Where is that voice from nowhere, the ones your prophet spoke of? There are voices from fear, disconnected from their diaphragms, dangling from coffee-covered teeth that spill into our laps and scorch our privates. There are voices from the sides of necks, some already noosed, dangling participles, pronouns running for sentence, serving life in corner offices and ghetto corners. Their voices are the same, dead to themselves, numb to the possibility of truth existing beyond that which they can palm in their hands, period. There are voices of elders, which seem to do no more than damn us to our childish ways, for in many households wisdom no longer comes with age. So, where is that voice from nowhere, that burning bush, that passing dove? For I hear the voices of generals calling for ammunition, presidents calling for arms, and women calling for help. Where is that voice from nowhere, that God of Abraham? Can he be heard over the gunfire, the whiz of passing missiles, the crash of buildings, the cries of children, the crack of bones, the shriek of sirens? Or is that his mighty voice, your angry God craving the sacrifice of virgin generation sons degenerate, your holy books written in red ink on burning sands, your prayers between rounds do no more than fasten the fate of your children to the hammer truth of your trigger, a truth that mushrooms its darkened cloud over the rest of us, so that we too bear witness to the short-lived fate of a civilization that worships a male god. Your weapons are phallic, all of them. That dummy that sits on your lap is no longer a worthwhile spectacle. His shrunken pale face leaves little room for imagination. We have spotted your moving lips and have pinned the voice to its proper source. It is a source of madness, a source of hunger for power, a source of weakness, a source of evil. We have exited your coliseum and are encircling your box office, demanding our families back, our culture back, our rituals back, our gods back, so we may return them to their proper source, the source of life, the source of creation, our mother's womb, the great goddess. We will cut through the barbed wire hangers and chastity belts. We will climb in and incubate our spirits through the winter. We will wait through the degenerate course of repeated history. We will wait for the past to die.
this is where we're at. 2003. The gift of human life is now looked upon and taken for granted. It's like, it's just human, just a life, that's all. People treating cars and items better than human beings themselves. Take a Hummer, take LeBron James' new H2 Hummer, and take a human being who's dying of a sickness, one of those man-made diseases. And then take a wrecking ball and wreck that Hummer and have that person just fall out dead. People be like, oh, you see what happened to that Hummer, yo? That's fucked up. I'm telling you, son. Oh, man. I wish I could have saved it from that wrecking ball. Meanwhile, a human being just died. That's all right. I got people that be dying in the hood every day, son. Love for material items, machines. That's what the Matrix was about. Matrix wasn't so simply the red and the blue pill. It was replacing the human love and the human spirit with the love of machines. People love machines more than they love human beings. Judging quantity as opposed to quality. Yo, man, where they at? Yo, they've sold 3.7 million units of, well, shouldn't an accountant worry about that? Shouldn't the lawyer worry about it? What the fuck do we care? Oh, now, since I'm robotically trained, since they sold 3.7 million, I, like Pavlov's dog, will go contribute to that. Instead of searching for what hits me in my mind, body, spirit, and soul. And that's the spawning of an ideology of a corporation to make you love their ideology and support and praise the machine or the byproduct of the corporation as opposed to the human essence of itself. Because, hey, I don't know, God is debatable. I don't know, God is debatable. A lady asked me yesterday, it's like, what God are you praying to? Because I said the grace before I started to eat some salmon. I said, God. Well, what God? I ain't seen him.